girl's body, disfigure her face, use their voices to speak that timeless language. I could think of nothing better the demons could steal from me, no better way to terrorize innocence than to wear it like a cloaked mask, torn, ravaged, the defamed violation in living continuous replay. A spiritual metaphysical rape, canceling out my voice with white noise. I kept my lights on, stayed moving, crawled into your room to protect against an unguarded sleep. The devil wanted my holy and God sought my iniquity. I'm not unholy either, Mama. I often pleaded with God to protect my soul and drifted off to sleep as his blessings offered themselves up like a mother's milk. I am the half and half because I couldn't divide. Didn't become whole anything other than fused fractional parts. The interceder, the intermediary, a woman who dips and dives in taboo. I don't believe in the completely unholy, untainted woman either. My name means pure, and I'm not this society's pure and virtuous woman. To be that would be to deny who I am completely. But don't be disappointed in my purity, Mama. I guarantee you that inside me grows a pure love. You named me Pure Maybe because you knew that if you prayed, an angel would come. And I came, Mama, with bright wings and an intuitive mind. I know that you don't believe in female angels, but I am strong, and I have fought, and I have come to bring a pure love. So this next one, which I've mostly memorized, so I think I'm going to do it off page. It's flexibility, and it also kind of deals with my mother, but in a different way, and kind of the relationship between the body and the head, the mind and the body connection. Flexibility. You could live your whole life inside your head with nothing to bring you out of self-consciousness. The brain, overvaluing itself to the point of ruin, delays physical needs like sleep until it flatlines. Even the mind requires arousal, undressing itself for the perfect stimuli. Tending to be more noticeable when breaking, the body is not far away. It is that point from which I ran up the slopes of pelvis, climbing stairs of spine into the mind's keep. It is that point I consider returning through a long, sustained stretch. Chest meets thigh, head approaches shin as if to remember. All it took was my mother falling, 2 stories from a balcony, for me to forget what of mine resembles hers. On that day, her body became soft yoke for my brother to land in, no matter what became of her shell. Okay, and then this next one will be kind of sexual discovery or sexual identity. And it's called Feminine Melody. And I've mostly memorized this one too. All right, Feminine Melody. Would we have done this in college? Shown each other bare skin, turned away for subtlety, donned shirt without a bra, commented on each other's nipples as in, they've always looked that way. Would we ever be comfortable being naked together, changing down from nothing into something old and new and fresh but slightly used? Will we stare at the peach fuzz between our legs, neatly shaped or wild and rampant? Sexuality is always an opening and closing, a revealing and shielding like lips speaking, eyes blinking, or curves making silent yet profound statements in silk. Think of pulse, hands clasping and grasping, eyes, thighs, breath, legs, womanhood. But will we ever find our proper proportions, to heal and to shield, or oscillate in steady undulation, a constant ebb and flow between two? in rhythm with our own biorhythms, a harmony of clocks, a symphony of songs. How will we know where to go to find that beat? Who will be blessed by us when we do? And then this next one is called The Realization. And I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but it deals with time, and you'll hear that as a repetitive phrase throughout the poem. And sometimes I get the audience to participate, but I think I'm just going to do this one. Unless you guys really want to participate, I'll just do the poem then. The Realization. If lucky, you discover hunger isn't just a feeling in your belly, but something to smear across the blankest of pages, wide open, as a valley full of summits with no stairs or lifts. All you have is time. There isn't much more to learn at this stage. No teacher checks under your nail beds for signs of revelation. When only the deepest waters move within you, too slow to be considered momentum, all you have is time, formless, like sitting on a river with no current. In a second stride, animals land at your day's destination, but all you have is time, even when rushing past like an idea growing hairy mold in the mind's fridge. And it's absolutely okay if what you have isn't fit for human consumption, or rotten banana gnats rest on, or beetles regurgitate and feed to their young. You may never have a newly ripe banana, or beautiful poetry, or any list of never-ending evers, but time calls to you like a seashell's end, or a place so remote it's almost imagination. At 26, you realize beauty isn't everything. All you have is time, restricted to your lifespan, not always stretching on for you further than your outstretched hands, but all you have is time to take comfort in your dirty verses. A pidgin language few understand. All you have is time to create your own village, writing, speech. All you have is time. There is freedom in that. And I'm okay for our last poem? Yeah. Okay. So this last poem is one of my newer poems, and it's called Something in Me Rises. And so I'm going to just try kind of this mirroring effect where I'm going to go forwards and backwards in the poem, but you'll hear the point at which I'm going to change it up, and because I repeat the end a few times, and I'm going to go back up. But yeah, it's just something for you to know. You don't really need to know that.
Well, listen out for it.
Yeah, you listen out for it. Tell me if you think it works. So this one is called Something in Me Rises. Something in me rises. It is not yeast. It is not pixie dust. It is not helium, nor David Copperfield illusions or too many viewings of Dumbo. It is not dreaming I was another Icarus, or waking up before my wings burned. It is not teaching myself to fly, learning to lift and land smoothly. It is not fear of flight failure, landing on cushions and trying again. It is not because I really am a bird, or believed all people could fly, or made my own flying carpet. It is not because I wasn't satisfied with the ground, or moved in whichever way the wind blew, or stay as long as I choose. It is not because I'm migratory, or believe in seasons, rather leave dark places behind me for the sun of another summer. It is not because I'm writing this poem or transcending gravity. It's not a profession or a career goal. Something within me rises, creates more lift than drag. Creates more lift than drag. Creates more lift than drag. Something within me rises. A career goal, a profession, transcending gravity, because I am writing this poem, sinking the sun of another summer. Rather leave dark spaces behind me, believe in seasons, because I am migratory, staying as long as I choose, moving in whichever direction the wind blows, because I am not satisfied with the ground, making my own flying carpet, believing all people can fly, because I really am a bird and trying again, fearing flight failure, landing on cushions, learning to lift and land smoothly, teaching myself to fly, waking up before my wings burn, dreaming I am another Icarus, too many viewings of Dumbo, David Copperfield illusions, helium, pixie dust, yeast, something within me rises. Thank you.
Wow, wonderful. Zakia Carpenter-Hall.